Hello student, welcome to the page from 8 going to 9 math solution. So here we start with the first one. Like a monomial, if we multiply by a monomial, then what it gives. So let us suppose one monomial is ax, another monomial is by. So if we multiply this one, we are getting abx into y. So again, this is again a monomial. Monomial means like only one term we are having. So that's why option A is the correct one. Now the second question. Here we have to use like a square minus b square formula. So we are getting a plus b into a minus b. So for this thing we can write like this is equal to 502 minus 498 and 502 plus 498. So here if you simplify this, you are getting 4. This one is 1000. So again after multiplying you are getting 4000. So option C is the correct one. Now third question, 5 raised to the power 0 plus 8 raised to the power 0. So any number if we raise the power 0, this value is equal to 1. So we can write 1 plus 1 into 1, this value is equal to 2. So option D is the correct one. Now here the alphabet which is representing the parallel lines. So N is the alphabet which we use to represent the parallel lines. Now here the question of 5 is M man can do a job in D days. So we have to find M plus R man can do the job in how many days. So if M man is there, they can do the job in D days. So one man can do the job in M into D days. Because if the number of the man is less, then the number of days is more. So if M plus R man is there, so number of days is required MD upon M plus R days. So here we can write option C is the correct one. Now the next problem, like here it is given like a and b, and a at the rate b, this is given defined as 2a plus 2b. Then we have to check like what is the like the first statement, second statement and third statement, these are the true or not. So what is the meaning of the closure? Like if I took the element from the rational number, then also we get the element from the rational number. So here if I took like a at the rate b, so if you simplify 2a plus 2b according to the definition, so this is again the element of the rational number. So here we can say like first statement is the true. Now it is a commutative. So a at the rate b is this one. So b at the rate, what we can write for this one? 2b plus 2a, which is again equal to a at the rate b. So we can say like statement 2 is also true. Now for the associative, we have to use this one. A at the rate b at the rate c, this is equal to a at the rate b at the rate c. If this term is equal, then we can say this is an associative. So here we can write a at the rate b at the rate c, we can write 2b plus 2c, and this thing we can write like 2a plus 2b at the rate c. And again by using again the definition, we can write 2a plus 4b plus 4c, and this one is 4a plus 4b plus 2c. But these two terms are not equal, so third statement is not a true one. So here basically we are getting like a only statement first and second are the true. So option C is the true here. Now here next question is the question number 4. So here in this question we have to find the perimeter of this trapezium ABCD. So this is 8. Here also given like AB and CD, these two lengths are equal. So if I draw the perpendicular from C, so this length is equal to the 8. Now here these two triangles, basically they are the similar congruent to each other. So here we can say like the 4 length is this one, 4 length is this one. Now 3 and this one is 4. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can write AB is equal to square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So here if you simplify, we are getting 9 plus 16, which is square root of 25, which value is equal to 5 unit. So here this is 5, this is also 5. So perimeter we can write sum of the all the side. So here we can take like 8 plus 5 plus 16 plus 5. So 8 plus 5 13 plus 5 18 plus 16 34. So option D is the correct one. Now here this is a number. X is given like it is like the 2025 zeros, then 1 is given here. So in this question option we have to check which number is the largest one. So basically if you check like 3x, this is a multiple of 3, X plus 3 means only we add the 3. X cube means like if the number is less than 1 and if you multiply 2 time or 3 time or taking the square, cube or the fourth power, again we are getting the lesser number. But this number like 3 divided by this whole thing, we are getting basically a very large number. So in this question he asked about the largest number. So that's why here we got the option C is the correct one. Now the question number 9, in this we have to find x square by yz ratio y square by zx, and here it is given yz ratio zx ratio xy is 1 ratio 2 ratio 3. So we can write like yz is equal to k, zx is equal to 2k, and xy is equal to 3k. Now here the value of x square by yz, we can write this one as x square yz divided by yz whole square, and again here we can rewrite this expression as xy into xz divided by yz whole square. Now xy value if I substitute here, which is 3k, xz value which is 2k, yz is k square, so here we are getting this value is equal to 6. Similarly y square upon zx, this value we can write here again with the same technique, y square into zx upon zx whole square. So this is yz into yx divided by zx whole square. So yz value we can write here, this is k, yx value we can write 3k, zx is 2k square which is 4k square, so again this value we can write as 3 by 4. Now this ratio we have to find here, so 6 ratio 3 by 4. So here if I multiply by 4, we are getting 24 ratio 3, again I divide by 3 because here k ratio 1 is given. So 8 ratio 1, so we can say like this is equal to k ratio 1, it means k is equal to 8. It means option C is the correct one. Now the question number 10. So here it is given Abhishek sold 2 Pokemon cards at this amount, and on one he got gained 10% profit and another one he got like 10% loss. So for this kind of the question, like if he sold with the same amount and on one or two things on the same amount, on one thing he got like the x% of profit, another one he got x% of the loss. So in this case always the person will have x square by 100% of the loss. So basically 10% profit and 10% loss, so x square means 10 square is 100 by 100, which is 1% of the loss in this case. So here we can write basically the option B is the correct one. Now the next question, question number 11. A and B, here A hashtag B is defined as this is equal to A. So here we have to be checked like the statement is true or not. So hashtag is distributive over addition for the rational number. So here if I define A hashtag B plus C, so we have to be write A hashtag B plus A hashtag C. So this value basically equal to A because we know A whatever, because this rational number again it will give some other rational number, and according to the definition because A hashtag B is this is equal to A. Like for this one we can write this is equal to A and this one is also equal to A. So this is 2A, but A and 2A both are not equal, so we can say statement first is not true. Now hashtag is distributive over subtraction for the rational number. So in place of the plus if you substitute the minus sign, so here you are getting A and this A minus A is 0. Again this is not equal to each other, so this statement is also not true. Now one is the unique identity for hashtag. So what is the meaning of unique identity? A hashtag E, if E is the unique identity, then we are getting as A, or we can say E hashtag of the A. So if 1 is the unique identity, it means A hashtag 1 is equal to A, and also 1 hashtag A is equal to A. So this value is A, okay, it is fine, but from here we are getting A is equal to 1. And basically the unique identity is true for every number. So basically here it is given for the rational number, so but it is not true. If let us suppose if you take A is equal to 2, then you apply this unique identity, then you didn't get this value. So here basically we are getting like the no statement is the correct one. Now here the next question, question number 12. Here square ABCD, this has the side length 3, so this side is 3, this whole side is 3, this one is also 3, this one is also 3. CM and CN divide the square into 3 equal parts. So what is the area of this square? Area of a square, we can write like the side square, so 3 square is 9. It divides into 3 parts. It means this area is also 3 square units. So let me use some other color to represent this area. 3 square unit this one, 3 square unit this one, 3 square unit of this one. So here we can write area of the triangle, because here we have to find the CM, this length we have to find. Area of triangle BMC, we can write half of BM into BC. So this area is given 3, this is half, BM value we don't know, but BC we know this is equal to 3. So we can write BM is equal to 2 unit. Now here we got like this length is equal to 2, this is 3, this angle is 90 degrees, so we can find the CM. So CM we can write is square root of 3 square plus 2 square, which is square root of 9 plus 4, which is square root of 30. So option C is the correct one in this case. Now the question number 13. So here we can assume this whole quantity is equal to x. Now here if you observe, this value is also equal to the x, because the similar thing is there, because this is goes up to the infinity. So can I write the given expression in this way, x is equal to 1 plus 2 upon x. Now here we have to solve this expression. So one thing is like the sure, like x is not equal to 0, so I multiply by x, so x square, x plus 2, so in the next line we have got the expression x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. And again here if I factorize this, we are getting x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. So one factor we can write x minus 2, here plus 1 if I took the common. X minus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 and minus 1. But this is a positive number, so always we get the positive number, because here we have to add the positive number. So here we are getting the option D is the correct one. Now the question number 14. This is a calculator, has a squaring key which represent the number displayed with its square. For example, if it represent 3, if you press the key x square, then it represent the 9, basically the square of that number. So here in this question it is given, if it display the read of 2, then how many times you press this key, then it will represent the number greater than 500. So let us suppose first time if I press, then 2 will represent 4, second time 4 will represent 16, third time 16 will represent 256, and fourth time there is square, and basically this square is greater than 500. So correct answer we can write here, basically we have to press 4 times to get the number which is greater than 500. Now the question number 15. So here we can write like 1 to 5 raised to power minus x, so 5 raised to power 3 minus x. Here if we add this power, so 7 by x plus 17, 7 by x plus 17 by x, if you add this one, we are getting 24 by x divided by 5 raised to power 72 by x. And again in the next line we can write 5 raised to power minus 3x. This is 5 raised to power 24 by x minus 72 by x. And again in the next line we can write 5 raised to power minus 3x. This is 5 raised to power minus 48 by x. So again here if we simplify, we are getting minus 3x is equal to minus 48 by x. So x square is equal to 16, it means x here we are getting as 4 unit, because minus 4 is not given, so only we take the positive value. So we are getting plus 4 is the answer for this given problem. Now the question number 16, the ratio of the number of the context won to the number of the context lost by the middle school is 11:4. Then the nearest whole percent, what percent of the context did the team lose? So here basically we have to find the percentage of the how many like the match they lose. So like this is the ratio of the how many matches they like the won and how many matches they lost. So here we can write 4 upon what is the total number, 11 plus 4 into 100, because here we have to find the percentage, and here it is also mentioned nearest whole percentage we have to find. So we can write 4 upon 15 into 100. If I divide by 5, so 5 3s are 15. This is 20. So 80 by 3, this thing we can write as nearly equal to 27. Because 81 by 3 we know 27. So basically this division will come 26 point something. So correct answer is the option B. Because in the question it is also written nearest number we have to be find. Now the next question number 17. Ravi is planting pea plants in his backyard. So some of the plants are tall and rest are the short. Some are the yellow, some are the green. And here some ratio is given like the tall green, tall yellow, short green, short yellow. This ratio is given as 8 ratio 5 ratio 2. But here it is given, if there are 1080 green plant, then how many total plants in the Rabi yards? So here, can you tell me, like, tall green and short green, all things come under this 1080. So here if I found, like, what is the ratio of the green plant and the yellow plant, so can I write here, like, tall green is, if I assume 8k, this one is 5k, this one is 2k and k. So tall green, short green means 10k. Ratio tall yellow and short yellow is 5 and 1, 6k, that we can write here 5 ratio of 3. So if total x plant is there, so how many green plant is there? X into 5 upon 5 plus 3 is equal to 1080. So here if we simplify this, you are getting the value is equal to, like, let me write here, x into 5 upon 8 is equal to 1080, and again here we can write x is equal to 1080 into 5 upon into 8 upon 5. So again here we can solve this. 5 2s are 10, this is 16. So here if we multiply, so 28 1, 8 2s are 16 and 17. So option B here we are getting as the correct one. Now the question number 18, given number a and b, and it is defined like a delta b is a plus ab plus b, and then here we have to find what is the number identity delta k, basically the identity element for this delta, and here also we define what is the meaning of their identity element, like x delta k is equal to x for all rational number x. It means it is true for all the rational number x, not only for one value. So by using this formula we can write x plus kx plus k is equal to x. Now x and x is cancel out. If I took the k as a common, we are getting k into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we can write either k is equal to 0, either x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we are getting x is equal to minus 1, but here we have to find the value of the k which is true for all the rational number of the x. So we can write here the identity element is k is equal to 0, so option B is the correct one. Now the next question, question number 19, which is actually the interesting one. So basically I solve this problem here. So question number 19, basically in this we have to find what is the sum of the digit if 444 given 20 times multiply by 999 given 25 times, then our task is here we have to find what is the sum of the digit. You can again check the question. Question number 19, 444, 24, basically 20 times 4 is given and 25 times 9 is given. So we have to find sum of the all the digit. So for this question, we can write like 444, this is 20 times. If 9 is there, then we can write 10 is to power 1 into 1 minus 1. 99 we can write 10 is square minus 1. 999 we can write 10 is to power 3 minus 1. So similarly, if we are having 25 times of the 9, so we can write this one as 10 to the power 25 minus 1. So again here, if I multiply this, we are getting 444, this is 20 times, then again 0, which is 25 times, minus 444 20 times, because if we multiply we are getting this thing. Now again here we have to be subtract this, so I write in this way 444 and again 0 0 0. So here 1 2 3 4, then again this. So basically 25 zeros are there. So below this we can write 444 in this way, and if I subtract, so we know like 10 minus 4, this value is 6, and before that 9 will come, and 9 minus 4 we can write 5, and again before that 9, so again here we can write 5. So this term will goes up to this point, so we can write 555. So basically 5 here we are getting as the 19 times. Now again this one is 9, nothing is there, so we can write 9, again 9, Again for this one 9. So basically 5 times we have to be 9 also. And basically this 4 gives a carry 1. So this will become 3. And rest of the 4 we have to write as it is. So basically 4 is initially given 20 times, but 1 4 gives the value as a carry 1. So it will become 3 here. So basically 19 times 4 is there. So in this question we have to find sum of the digit. So we can write here sum of digit is equal to 19 into 4 plus 3 into 5 into 9 plus 5 into 15 or 19 plus 6. So here if we simplify, 19 4s are 76 plus 3, 9 5s are 45. This is 95 plus 6. So here 76 plus 3 79 and plus 6 again it will become 85 plus 45 plus 95. So here if we add this one, so this is 100, 8 4 is 125 plus 100 is 225. So basically for this question we are getting the sum of the digit is 225. So let us check the option. So in the option D is the correct one. Now here the question number 20, here we have to find how many positive integral value such that this will be an integer. So when it will be integer? When n plus 2 is, if I divide 36 by n plus 2, then we are getting integer. So basically n plus 2 is one of the factor of this 36. So basically here can we write all the divisor of the 36? So we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 factor is there. But here we have to find n plus 2. So like 1 we can't write because n is basically, here we took the natural number. So n plus 2 is equal to 1, you are getting n is equal to minus 1. So 1 and 2 is not possible. So basically n plus 2 may be, because n is greater than 1. So n is greater than 1. So n plus 2 must be greater than or equal to 3. So that's why we start from the 3 up to 36. So if you take any value for n plus 2 is 3, 4, 6, 9, 12 or 36, then you are getting this one as an integer. So how many values there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So option A is the correct one. And this is the value of n plus 2. So let us suppose n plus 2 if you took as the 9, it means n value is 7. Similarly for the other one you can also find. So total value here we are getting as 7. So option A is the correct one. Now the next question number 21. If this xi represent, this is a special case. Just this symbol represent, this name basically we read xi. It represents like it is a special case, then which of the following is true? So can I say a square is a special case of the rhombus? So it is true, because in a square all sides are equal and angle are 90 degree. In rhombus all sides are equal but angle not necessarily be 90 degree. It may be equal to 90, may not be equal to 90. So we can say like a square is a special case of the rhombus. And again rhombus is a special case of the parallelogram. Basically rhombus, in the rhombus all sides are equal and opposite pair of the sides are parallel to each other. So here like the first option we got as the correct one. Now here successive discount of 20% and 30% are equivalent to a single discount. So let us suppose some person buy some like the printed price is X. So 20% discount means he gave the price things with the 80, or we can go with this one. Let us suppose like total price is printed price is 100. So he gave like the 20% discount. It means like the 100 rupees things we can get by 80 rupees. And again he gave 30% discount. So 30% discount means what? Like 80 into 30 by 100. We are getting like the 8 3s are 24. And we have to be subtracted because this is a discount on 80. So we are getting this value is 56. So basically 100 rupees things we are getting in 56 rupees. So totally how many discount we are getting? 44 rupees discount we are getting here. So for 100 rupees thing we are getting 44 rupees discount. So can I say 44% a single discount? Basically this two successive discount is same as a single discount of 44%. So we are getting option D is the correct one. Now here each side of a large square in the figure is trisected by the line a point. Then here the corner of an inscribed square at this trisection point as shown. So here we have to find the ratio of the area of inscribed square to the area of the large square. So if I assume like this side is 3a, this side is 3a, basically the length of the square I assume 3a because this is a trisection. So we can say this length is 2a, this length is a, and this length again we can write as a. So here can we write area of large square is, because we know area of a square is side square, so 3a square we can write as 9a square. Now here this is a 90 degree, so 2a and a. So by using the Pythagoras theorem we can find like the square root of 2a square plus a square. So here if you solve this one you are getting 4a square plus a square, which is the square root of 5a square, which is square root of 5 into a. So this is the side of the inscribed square. So we can write area of inscribed square is root 5a whole square, which is 5a square. So basically here we have to find the ratio of area of inscribed square to the area of the large square, which is equal to 5 by 9. So we can write here option B is the correct one. Now the question number 24. So r plus 1 by r whole square is equal to 3. Then we have to find the value of r cube plus 1 by r cube. So can I write here r plus 1 by r, this is equal to root of 3 because the square is given, so we can write this one as root 3. Now here we know one formula like a plus b whole cube. So same thing I use for r plus 1 by r cube, like a cube plus b cube plus c a into b into a plus b. So here r plus 1 by r cube, so if I substitute this value we are getting here root 3 raised to the power 3 r cube plus 1 by r cube, and this r and r is cancelled out, so 3 into root 3. Now root 3 raised to power 3 we can write 3 root 3, this is r cube plus 1 by r cube, and this is 3 root 3. Now this two terms is cancelled out, we are getting the value of r cube plus 1 by r cube is equal to 0. So we can write here option C is the correct one. Now the question number 25. So here dq they define if the diagonals of the q are equal then the statement are true. If the q are not equal, like diagonals are not equal, then the statement is false. So all the quadrilateral with dq are true are parallelogram. So basically here it is written if the length of the diagonal for all the quadrilateral are equal then it is a parallelogram. So basically it is not required, because in a parallelogram, if I draw this one as a parallelogram, the length of the diagonal need not be equal to each other. So statement first is not a correct one. For the square dq is true, yeah, for the square length of the diagonals are true. For the rectangle also length of the diagonals are true, but here it is given false, so this statement is not a true statement. So only here statement B is the correct one. Now the question number 26. So here basically we have to be simplify this. So can we write this expression as 1 minus 1 upon, here if I took the LCM, so a minus 1 minus a. So we are getting 1 minus 1 upon minus 1 upon a minus 1. So here we can write basically a minus 1 is there. So if a is equal to 1, then this fraction is not defined. If a is equal to 1. So after this line we can write a is not equal to 1. Now here we proceed for the solution. So minus, this minus will come plus 1 upon 1 divided by a minus 1. And again in the next line we can write 1 plus, this will goes in the, because 1 divided by a 1 upon a minus 1 we can write as 1 divided by 1 upon a minus 1. So in the multiplication we can write a minus 1 upon 1. So this is a minus 1. So this value is equal to a. So here we can write this value is equal to a if a is not equal to 1. So option B is the correct one. Now the question number 27. In this question here it is given angle A is equal to 20 degree. AFG and AGF both are equal. It means this angle is equal to this one. So here we have to find angle B and D. So can I write here in triangle AGF, angle A plus angle AGF plus angle AFG, this is equal to 180 degree. So angle A we can write the value is 20 degree. In place of AGF, because both are equal, so we can write AFG plus angle AFG, this is equal to 180 degree. So 2 times of angle AFG, this is equal to 180 minus 20 is 160. So angle AFG is equal to 80 degree. Now here this angle is equal to 80 degree. So can I say, because this line it will form like the linear pair, so this angle is 100 degree. So in triangle BFD, can I say angle this one as BFD plus angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Now here angle BFD is 100 degree, so we can write here 100 plus angle B plus angle D is equal to 180. So angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 minus 100, which is equal to 80 degree. So here we are getting option C is the correct one. Now the next question is question number 28. In this question we have to find the perimeter of the polygon. So basically here this length and this whole length is equal to each other, and this length is basically equal to this part, correct? Now again here this length is equal to this whole length, but this small part is equal to this one. So can I basically consider for the perimeter, this is basically the perimeter of the required rectangle. But again here we can write like this length 6, this length is 8. So here just I represent again, this whole length is equal to this whole part, but this small portion is equal to this one. So this point is also included, this length we included here, and this length is also included. Now for this one, this is equal to this whole length, but this length is equal to this part from this point to this point. So basically we include this one also and this one also. So can I write here perimeter for this one is, we can simply add 8 plus 6, and for this length and this length, this is equal to this whole part, that we can write as 8 here. Now similarly for this length and this length, this is equal to the 6, so we can write here plus 6, which is equal to 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 is 28. So option B here correct one. Now here the next question is question number 29. So bake sale, 4 friends Ankit, Bharat, Javal and Maria bakes cookies, and all cookies have the same thickness. It means thickness of the cookies is same, but the shapes are the different. So Ankit cookies are trapezium, Bharat cookies are rectangle, Javal cookies are parallelogram, Maria cookies are triangle. Each friend uses the same amount of the dough, and Ankit makes exactly 12 cookies. So who gets the fewest cookies from one batch of the cookies dough? So basically like a few dough is they are given, then you have to find like who are getting the less number of the cookies. But here thickness are the same. So can I write here basically cookies, basically we have to find the volume. So volume we can write area into thickness. So thickness is same, so I assume as T. So like Ankit cookies are trapezium. So what is the area of this? We know like area of the trapezium is half of sum of the parallel side 3 plus 5 into distance between the parallel side. So we can write half of 8 into 3, which is 12 square unit. But again thickness is T here, so we can write this volume is, volume I represent by V, 12 into T. Now for the Bharat, this is a rectangle area we can write 4 into 2, this is 8 unit. But again for the cookies we have to find the area, so area volume. So here we can write this volume is equal to 8 into T. Now Javal cookies are the parallelogram. So for the parallelogram we can write the area is equal to like the base into height. So here we are getting the 3 into 2, which is 6 unit. And again here volume of the cookies we can write 6 into T. Maria cookies, this is a triangle. So here we can write 4 into 3 into 1 by 2, because the area of the triangle half into base into height, which is 6 units. So volume we can write 6 into T. Now here they are given, basically they are giving the same amount of the dough. It means, let us suppose they are given, here we can assume they are given the, let me use some other color, this one. They are given y amount of the dough. Basically this is the volume. So how many cookies they can form? So basically Ankit can form y upon 12t, because for one cookies they require 12t volume. They Bharat can form y upon 8t, and he can form y upon 60 and y upon 60. So basically here in this question they ask about who will form the fewest cookies. So basically thickness is the same here, t. So who will form the fewest cookies? Whose area is greater, whose denominator is greater. So here 6, 6, 8 and 12. So this, like the denominator is greater 1. So basically we can say Ankit will get the, like, can form the fewest cookies. So here we can write option A is the correct one. Now, question number 13 is also related with the same one. So here I think statement is same. So we can read the last part. Each friend use the same amount of the dough. Okay, we already analyzed the question number 29. And Ankit makes exactly 12 cookies. How many cookies Ankit make? 12 cookies. So for one cookies he required like this much volume. So for one cookies, this is for the Ankit. He required y upon 12t. For one cookies he required 12t. So for 12 cookies, 12 into 12t volume, this much quantity they required. And Ankit cookies sell for 60 rupees each. So they are selling 60 rupees each. So it means here if I write 12 into 12t into 60, this is for the Ankit price. So to earn the same amount from a single batch, how much should be Bharat cookies cost in rupees? So for the Bharat, how much cost should the Bharat to be charged so that they can add the same amount? So for one cookies, they are taking around, I think, 80. They are taking around 80. But here for 12 cookies, they are using like this much volume, like 12 into 12. And here they are charging 60 rupees for each cookie. So to earn the same amount, so basically the total volume they are using 12 into 12 by t. So how many cookies they can form? How many cookies they can form? So total cookies is, like they are having 12 cookies. So total cookies we can write here that the Bharat can be formed like 12 into 12t, because total amount the dough that is used by the Ankit for making the 12 cookies divided by 80. So they form like 4 2s are 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, 2 6s are 12, 6 3s are 18. So like Ankit will form 12 cookies, he form 18 cookies. So price must be same. It means we can write 12 into 60, which is the profit earned by the Ankit. So the same profit earned by the Bharat also. So what is the price? We assume the price is equal to m. So if we solve, so 12 into 60 upon 18. So we can write 6 3s are 18, 6 2s are 12, 3 turns are 20. So here we can write 40. So basically one cookie's price for the Bharat must be 40 rupees. So basically here we use like one cookies they require 12t amount. So for 12 cookies they required this one. So basically they make the 12 cookies from one dough. So same dough amount Bharat also got. So how many cookies they can form? 12 into 12t by 8t, which is equal to the 80. So we can write here, let us suppose Bharat cookies cost of one cookies is m. So m into 18 is equal to 12 into 60. So we can write m is equal to 12 into 60 by 18, which is 40. So this is the solution for the page from 8 going to 9. Thank you.